everybody. Okay, so today we are here again with Cities Skylines. My name is Claire Michelle. I pretend to know what I'm doing. And during my loading screen stuff, we hit 32,000 people. Check that out. So we are at the next milestone, which is not that exciting for this one, but we do have a new area to purchase, so we will do that at the end. But in today's episode, we are going to be focusing on building a small city zoo. So we're gonna dive right in today, and this is our plot of land. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? So I've got a couple ideas. We're gonna play around with it, see where it goes, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so we've got an interesting shape kind of going here, right? Like the zoo's not a perfectly straight circle or anything like that. A straight circle? That's what I said. So I kind of tried my best to try to make the entrance area to create some a certain amount of symmetry in the middle. So I created this nice, beautiful little entrance with the souvenir shop. I think this is the information booth or something like that. And then the restrooms over here with the plaza where everybody can kind of meet and greet while people are doing their thing, which means that this entire area now can be the zoo. So this gives us a perfect symmetry where we can kind of move down the middle and create a space that is kind of like a maze-like kind of thing. I'm gonna go with. So I think that's gonna look really good. But I'm enjoying how this area looks at the moment. A couple little more detailing things to do, and then we're gonna lay down the first exhibit. Okay, so on this one here, okay, the thing with the bird cage. Now, when you walk into a zoo, there's so many senses going on around you, right? You have the smells, you have the sounds, you have the people, whatever it might be. And I thought it would be a really cool idea to kind of put this bird cage right up front next to everything, because by putting this right here, right up into the, right next to the plaza, essentially, you're sitting here in this plaza with all your friends and listening to the birds chirp and do their thing. So I really liked the way that this bird cage was my first choice. So that was right there. Then I moved into the antelope enclosure. Now, I've been in a few zoos in my life. I'm no zookeeper, but I've been in a few zoos. And if it's one thing I know about zoos is that you can go into multiple viewpoints within the enclosure. So I created a nice pathway back here for kind of this area here. And then I've been in a couple zoos where they have little tiny pathways that kind of lead you into a secret but not really secret viewing area. And so that's what I did with these three paths right here. And then finally, the main entrance is right here where everybody can see everything. And I thought it was a good idea to keep it on this side to keep people moving into the zoo this way. We're gonna put another little plaza right here. That's our next adventure. And let's see how that one goes. Okay, so we got this nice little, what is this called? The insect, amphibian, and reptile house built. And I don't know if you noticed, but what I did is I tried to create this like sort of grand entrance. So when you look up from this way, you get this beautiful building that you're walking up to in this little tiny park. The thing about this park is that you have to kind of think about, okay, this is an entirely huge area in a very small space. So you have to make the best use of the space as possible. So this gorgeous amphibian thing right here, because the eye draws people in, right? And then we have a couple of restaurants and restrooms right here, and then this little like meadow sort of area for the kids and families to maybe eat lunch or something, have it right here. I also did one of those secret like, viewing areas for the birds on this side as well that the kids might come up and want to go see. So I don't really know what's next at this point. The next few things are really big, and so for this space, it's kind of tough for me to figure out what goes in where. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we could have done like the bison enclosure, but it's a little bit big, right? You see, like I could kind of fit it in that section there, but it's not really gonna work because we want to give things adequate space. We want to have like a pathway to move through. We want to do the other things well. Then the only other option that we have at the moment is a moose and reindeer enclosure, which is a little bit smaller, but still doesn't quite fit. So we're gonna leave it at this at the moment. I think this is where our zoo is going to sit nice and fine until we start unlocking the extra stuff. I see something that's a little thinner here. The giraffe enclosure might be long and thin, like giraffes are, right? Monkeys and stuff. Oh my, monkeys. And yeah, we'll see how we'll see how all these look in the future. At this point, I'm really liking where the zoo is at. I feel like it's a good start to this nice little small space that we have here. And we could definitely add some parks and things like that in the future, but priority is the exhibits. And up until this point, we don't have the exhibits necessary to fit into this space. So on to the little things. Let's see here. We've got a few problems. We've got a couple school problems, and I think we're okay. We're actually doing fine on our traffic. That's because I'm really good at traffic. I totally know what I'm doing when it comes to traffic. And pollution? We're doing great with pollution. We're doing good. Let's fix up these schools. Okay, so we've got all the little things done at this point. Our needs are taken care of, but we definitely are looking at some industrial demand. I think we're gonna focus on that one here soon. But really, I'm really liking the way the city's coming together. We had a quick little road rearrange thing to worry about some highway traffic. I put down a university and then made it nice and sparkly. And then I also put down the high school and then the little elementary school just off to the side. I might do something with them later. I'm not quite sure yet. Time will tell. So I told you in this episode that we had 32,000, which is great. And that means I can pick a new area. So if you've been watching for a while, you know the conundrum. We have a lot of new areas that we can pick and choose from. I have no desire to go over here yet because we have all this space over here, right? I am kind of eyeing these two because we have the forest industry that would be wonderful to expand into. But remember that the biggest problem that we're having right now is all of this sewage. And I would like to kind of clean this up and extend all of this water treatment and stuff down this peninsula and expand that way. But check that out. Oh, I guess it doesn't really end up on one. So we could expand down the peninsula, but we wouldn't be able to manipulate the space in between. There's that little tiny corner right there. What do you think? What do you think we should do? I'm really at a loss. Like, I don't know quite what to do, like where to go next when purchasing an area. Eventually we'll have the whole map purchased, but when that day comes, it's not a problem. All right, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Claire Michelle. I pretend to know what I'm doing, and if you enjoy my pretending to know what I'm doing, please click the subscribe button, click the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.